What's up, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo, Bam, world's greatest living artist. Let's see, I got one of these canvases that I underpainted. I guess you would know it's not an underpainting. It's because there's no painting. It's just a coat. This is a how would you call this? It's just a tinted prime that's tinted. There's a color and the prime and the primeros. Okay, let's do this. Bam! It is pink. There's mucho pink. Let me show you guys what's up, because then you guys are not gonna believe who the world's greatest living artist is. Oh my God, am I watching the world's greatest living artist paint? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Bam! There we go. Let's see. Let's get it on this side. That way you guys can see me roll better. Man, I got so much stuff in my studio. Not the good kind of stuff, like the stuff that you need to get rid of. That kind of stuff. All right, here we go. Bam! We're ready. My name is Jose Trujillo. I am the world's greatest living artist. I gotta paint for you guys here a still life, because I haven't done a still life this big in a while. So I'm gonna start out with Picassoing my way into this. And the whole thing is a flow. If it's not a flow, if it's not a flow, I don't want it. Okay. Some oh yeah. So I'm just really drawing it, right? I start by drawing it. Let's put a drape right here, sort of a la Cézanne. Let's put a little drape right here. Balls right there. Let's put something right here. Let's okay. Let's put some more fruit in here. There's some fruit. There's some pears. This is a plate. Obviously. Haters back off. Obviously. And I'm concentrating some amore right here. Let's do another pear right here. Let's bring it in there. And let's start putting some color, so that we start solidifying a bit of what we're doing. Oh yeah. It's the space that I love. It's the space. Man, you guys need to see this, because they're not even watching this. There we go. I think so. So yeah, guys, it's the space that I love the most. Look, when I started painting, I had no idea how I was going to get started. Much less, I had no idea how to paint. Really, like who does, right? You're getting started. I had no idea how to sell my artwork. I had no idea any of that stuff. Any of that. So let's put a little cup right here. I had no idea how to do any of that. How to sell my artwork, how to get it into the marketplace. It all just kind of started. I started figuring it out. You know, it all just kind of started happening, not by itself, but I started figuring it out, and I started going into it. and try to understand. Try to understand what is it that makes people purchase artwork. Right? What is it that makes people purchase artwork? And I spend a lot of time doing that. You know, what makes people buy? I think a lot of artists are still stuck on that naturally, right? Just because I try to work my way out of that doesn't mean that artists don't still think like that, of course. What makes people buy is probably not the best question, but it's one of the first questions we ask ourselves. It's one of the first questions we ask ourselves, and we get motivated to start selling our artwork with by asking ourselves, man, if I just knew what people wanted, you know, not so that I can mold it to that. Of course, when you're an artist, you don't do that, but so that I can find out how to talk to them. What is it that they want? Like, do they want to hear about provenance? You know, it's a fancy word for having history of the art, right? Where your artwork has been, who bought it, who else has it in their collections, or, you know, do people want to hear that? Right? It's one of the questions that we often ask ourselves as artists. Like, what do people want? What do they want to know? What do they want to find out? And as time went by, I started realizing that people were not really asking that. I mean, that people were not. I was asking that, but people really had no. They weren't as sophisticated as my head was. Not because I was smart, but because I was being a butt, right? I was trying to be all sophisticated about it. And I realized that people don't think like consumers don't think like that. Consumers are very intelligent. Don't get me wrong, extremely intelligent. But they're not thinking about the stuff that artists are thinking about. Almost 99% of the stuff that artists are thinking about, a consumer is not. An art collector is not thinking about that. Now, why am I talking to you guys about this? Well, some of you have purchased my Craigslist artist guide, and I want to give you some more value to go with it. Those of you who purchased my Craigslist artist guide, essentially I'm showing you how to create communication between you and a group of people, right? How to communicate your art, right? You want to communicate to a group of people and tell them what you do. You want to tell them what you do, what you're about. And all communication, of course, starts out by finding out what people want, but most of us don't know. So what do people want in a sales communication? You don't know that, so you have to become a listener, right? So what I did is that I became as much as you guys hear me talk, I actually became a listener. And I started finding out, oh, okay, I get it. The reality, guys, is that you never know really what people want. You don't really get to know that. So many consumers think differently. For example, someone might want a painting to decor their home, but they don't know how to ask for that, to decorate their home, and they're willing to spend the same amount, if not more, as if they were going to collect it, like as a collector, right? Like, oh, I'm just going to put it somewhere and I'm going to collect it. But they're not really thinking like that. They're thinking more of, I really like the painting and I want it over my sofa. Or it means a lot to me, or this reminds me of back home, and on, right? But most of us are not taught to pay attention to that. We only want to talk about ourselves. So, and we only think about ourselves. We're kind of whack like that. And so artists, what we do is that we start going into our minds and we start going, oh yeah, okay, well how do I tell them that this art is so great? And really the collector is just thinking, oh my God, I love that pink, you know? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying not to pitch it, but we don't really know what it is that tickles them. Like, we don't really know. So, if you don't know, does that mean that you shouldn't do anything? No, by all means. Since you don't know, you should be talking about different points until you land the one that they resonate with. Because you don't know, right? You don't know what makes them tickle. So you talk about different points. Now, I'm not saying you do this in a cheating way or anything like that. I mean, good luck to you if you're going to do that. I'm saying you talk about the different aspects that are valuable of what you got to offer to them. You know, talk to them about it. The different things that make your artwork valuable. And I start resonating with you. I start waving at people. Bam, bam, bam. Wave. Wave, wave, wave. Wave again. Wave again. Yeah. Wave to a bunch of people. So we don't know, right? We have no idea what makes people tickle. So since we don't know, we shouldn't assume that we know, of course. And just talk about different things. Just talk about different stuff. I mean, and then the one that you see that they resonate with, then you know what they're care more about. But you won't find out unless you start asking questions, right? You start asking questions. Where are you going to hang the painting? You know, is it a gift? Does it symbolize something? Is it a milestone in your life? I know an artist that all that artist does is talk about milestones and milestones. But not everybody's looking at artwork as milestones. You know, not everything is a milestone. Some people just want something over the sofa, and that is A-okay. You know, that's A-okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's we'll look at things differently. You know? To you, it might be a masterpiece that worthy of a museum, you know. But to your collector, it might be what covers, I don't know, the empty space over the mantle, and it's okay, because that's art has always been sold that way. Not everybody who buys it is hoping to, when they die, donate it to the Whitney Museum or give it to MoMA, you know. Not everyone's going to do that. Not everyone is looking forward to that either. So how do you do that? How do you reconcile the fact that your artwork doesn't mean what it means to you, to the collector? Your artwork means something else to the collector. It's their experience of it, right? I've had people that it's just purchasing power, right? It symbolizes purchasing power. Maybe they get a raise, or they get or their business starts blooming, or you know, and it symbolizes more than something decorative or something collectible. It symbolizes an achievement, right? Like a milestone, like I said earlier. Oh, thank you so much. Caramel Sunrises says, love your work. Sending love and light from Toronto, Canada. I love that. Especially enjoy your piece inspired by Leonid Afremov. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you so much. I love that cat. I love Leonid. I love the way he, well, I don't know him, but I love the way he works. The way he works is very, very interesting. Very strong worker too. I say too because I am one of those strong workers. Working bee. So, you know, you want to pay attention to the fact that not everybody is going to see your artwork the way you do. Right? Some people may, it reminds them of someone else, right? It might even remind them of another artist. It might remind them of a visit to a gallery. It might remind them of a visit to a museum. Whatever, right? It's different things. And they're all good. They're all good. They're all good. They're all they all mean something, right? And they're all valid. And they're all valid. So this is something a little bit more Fauvist. Because I can. Again. Because I can. Because I can. I'm not afraid anymore, Mom. And let's put a little bit. Just a little bit of kisses. All right, check it out. Something like that. Love that. All right, guys. Well, my name is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. World's greatest living artist. Bam, that's my signature. I'm like the ultimate minimalist. The ultimate minimalist in the whole wide world. Yeah. Nobody's a better minimalist than me. I make best minimalist paintings. My minimalist paintings are better. Check it out, guys. Pretty cool, huh? Look at that. Muy guapo. Thank you so much, Miss Alice. Appreciate it. There you guys have it. It's a Still Life by none other than let's do some space. Some space. Look at that. There it is. Very nice. I love fuchsia. Fuchsia's like ultimate color. It's not just red. It's fuchsia, baby. It's fuchsia. All right, guys. Take care. I will talk to you soon. I will share with you guys some more stuff. And the workshops are coming out. Yeah. We got them recorded. They're editing them. And I'm launching them this weekend. I'm starting to launch a workshop. It's going to happen every week. I guess every weekend is going to be a new workshop. This is beautiful. Thank you so much, Alice. Appreciate that. Molto amore. Thank you. Bye-bye.